So, did you see that image? It's DevFest Ukraine. This year we had more than 1,000 people. It was in the cinema. We had around 4 streams, parallel streams about Android, cloud, mobile, and so on. But actually, we started really early. In 2012, we had only 120 people. We have been in Kyiv, and it was a really small community event. So, my name is Oleh Zasadnyy. I am from GDG Lviv, and today we're gonna talk about design. Real design at our DevFest started in 2014. When we moved from Kyiv, we moved to a smaller city in Ukraine, to Lviv. It was the first time we had DevFest in cinema. We had around 400 people. And you can imagine how many materials we can produce, design at that place. We had really big posters. We had to promote through social media. We really started to be big event, especially for our city, when at that time we didn't have any events at that time. 400 people, it was huge. So we started doing like, this is press wall. We have pretty similar each year. And if you compare 2014 to 2018, it's pretty much the similar. The same we had banner. It's pretty much the same. We had speaker promotion cards. And also we have badge for sure. But if you step a little bit out and see at that picture, you will see the difference. So in 2014, we had different design. Every kind of promotion material was in different design. If you see this one, we had like random icons on the background. Here's like Lviv landscape. It's also icons, but different like screwed blocks and so on. This is completely different after design. But if you look at 2018, it has something in common. We use the same colors, the same elements. Everything looks the same. It's the same event, and we have to do the same. In 2015, we didn't have that, and we have been losing time. Because if you're creating every time the new design, you spend a lot of time on that. But the most important, you lost your brand recognition. Because if you every time have a different design, people will not connect these images together. They will see that probably it's different event. It was like probably another conference and so on. But if you have everything in one style, they will know that it is that event. Why is important? There is no sign, but you probably know what this company is. And you have to create the same for your conference. Work on your brand. Our brand was cats this year. And also, brand placement is also important. And because people will take pictures of speakers, and if you put the logo in the right place, your slogan in the right place, it will be wild, it will be everywhere, and people will see. So start with simple. You have to create a style system. Start with colors, but make sure you create for RGB for displays and for smoke for printing, because it's completely different, trust me. And create some backgrounds, some simple elements. They should not be a lot of them, just small amount, and start to reuse them. Put on some images. It's from our cover for social media. Put for social posts, banners, posters, and so on. Just reuse them. It will save you a lot of time. Because, to be honest, I'm not a professional designer. I'm doing design only at GDG events, and that's it. In my personal life, I'm doing web development and so on. And I have a team of designers, and they just created me that style system, and I can reuse it. I can just open Illustrator, realign this cats, these blocks, and that's it. You have a new image. And even if you need to add some more colors, as we did for badges, because we had different levels like speakers, organizer, and so on, but we still have the same elements everywhere. We have cycles, we have this dots, and so on. So it's still aligned with our style system. What's more important? If you look at the conferences, they look pretty much the same. They have, they put logos, they use some colorful blocks, some elements, but it's boring. We're a community event. We don't run about corporation. We have to make something different. And after 2017, one of our speakers wrote a blog post about her experience at our DevFest. And one part of her title stick in our heads and our hearts forever. It was not an ordinary community event. And we started thinking, what we can do to make it really not an ordinary conference. Yes, we started using cats and space because everybody likes and loves cats and space. It was our first image, totally random one, but people started liking it and we started using it everywhere. And also another statement from our DevFest, design should evoke emotions. Just like you did. You saw these pictures and you started laughing, and this is great. After that, people will come to your conference. They will remember these images. They will love your conference. And we started turning every image of cats into our brand ambassadors. This is cute event. Yeah, it sometimes takes some time, but as I usually go to the coffee shop, take my laptop, sip a coffee, and making images. I'm 24 years old, and I'm doing this. And instead of just boring stickers with just logo, we started to put the space cat and space dogs. And people love it. They started putting it on laptops. Fun fact, this dog called Tana. And this is actually the dog of one organizer. It's my brother, Vitaly. And I really love this dog. Oh, amazing one. And if you go to our event, you will see these dogs, these cats everywhere. We tried to brand everything we can. And you have to do the same. We get ridiculous about that. We started to brand our coffee cups. And I will tell you why it's important. If you get a coffee, you stand in the queue just talking to each other. You hold this cup, you see cat, you see logo, and you see CTA. Even if people didn't know about your conference, they will find you on social media. They will know which hashtag to use to promote your event, and this is great. And we did the same for popcorn caps. I will tell you the idea behind this cat. So you see this cat. He hitting the corn with his laser eyes, and popcorn cat starting to pop out from the box. I'm not sure that many people understand that, but I tried. You can go even more ridiculous. You can put your style on food tags. To be honest, most people will not notice it. But if somebody do, they will put your conference on the top of their list of organization. Because devil in details. And one more thing I want to tell. Please don't copy all designs. Because it's It's really hard because you disrespect other works. It takes a lot of time and energy to create a design, to create a brand. And it's really harmful when you see the same event using your styles, your images. Please don't do it. And it's also bad for you, because you lose your brand recognition. If you copy the really good event, it will be really hard to compare to them. And you're also losing your creativity opportunities. You're great organizers. You can do much better than we do, than others do. So don't limit yourself. In 2014, I was only one designer. And everything was like this. We had no idea how many things we had to design, how many time it will take to design it and to print it. And everything was like hell. We ended up that we have been cutting 600 stickers at the last night before the conference. Yeah, so you have to prepare much earlier. And I'm not saying that they printed a wrong gradient on the bottom of the logo. And even if you have a really great team of designers, it's also hard to deliver everything in time. So we got a solution for that. We created a Trello board where, basing on our previous experience from previous years, we put all tasks at the beginning of organization of the next year. So we knew that we need press walls, that we need badges, that we need promotions for speakers, sponsors, and so on and so on. And we put everything there. But to be honest, it's not hard to put everything down. The hardest part is to organize in the right order. And we did it for you. Assuming that you're organizing your DFS as we did more than 9 months before, we split it in some categories. So what you need to do before the announcement, in the first 2 months, and the next 4 months, just the last month. I want to note that everything that printing should be done 1 month before, just in case. It takes time. For instance, this year we had socks for giveaway. These socks with cats. It took us like 3 weeks to print and 2 weeks for logistics to bring in from another city. And also leave the last week just in case free of everything, because you will find something to do. There is always something to do. So to recap everything, create your style system. It will save you time. It will bring your brand to another level. Create some unique design. Put your cats, dogs, everything you want. Star Wars, everything that connects you and your community. And also order everything. Manage your workload to prevent burnout and anxiety. But the most important, not be an ordinary organizer. Thank you.